Okay, now I understand the confusion a little bit. Some of you might not actually understand what I'm talking about. Especially like, okay, here's the thing. I've been a part-time Freesia abuser for quite a bit. Alright, so when I say part-time, occasionally I do use Freesia, and I do abuse Freesia quite a little bit. Not full-time though, just part-time. Alright, so just want to let you guys know regarding that. So, when it comes to units like Glacia, this Glacia is plus 15, right? I mean, obviously, it's not surprising that she takes hits from a lot of units. But I do know that she also easily dies to a lot of units as well. But some of you might not know, like Freesia right here, kablam, easy kill. Alright, so some of you might be like, oh, Guitar Rock has a plus 15 Freesia. And then to answer that question, no, I don't have a plus 15 Freesia. I have a plus 0 Freesia with 2 rage runes. Oh. Now, I'm not trying to make Glacia look bad, obviously. I mean, she is strong, but a plus 0 literally just destroyed a plus 15. Yeah. Just putting this out there. Now, if you guys watched my video recently where I published talking about Belial's skeletons and the buffs, in that video I did showcase that my Yuri was able to one-shot a Glacia plus 15. Alright, so some of you guys might be like, oh, Guitar Rock, Yuri is a strong meta unit. I mean, clearly, anyone who watches that video is going to assume that I have a Yuri plus 14, right? But then again, I don't have a Yuri plus 14. I have a Yuri plus 0. Like, what's the point? Am I saying that Glacia is trash? No, not at all. That's not what I'm saying at all. Alright, do not misunderstand the point of this video. So, like, even in this clip that I'm about to show you guys, alright, we clearly see a freaking Beatrice, alright? We're talking about a Beatrice here, a 3-star. Alright, she smacked the Glacia, and 2 ticks after Glacia died. Like, alright, it's just a Beatrice. Like, everyone and their mom has it. You get it for free from the campaign. Beatrice, you know, can literally destroy a plus 15 Glacia. Is there any surprise? I don't know. Now, the purpose of this video is not to talk trash about Glacia. It's not to make her look bad, obviously, right? I mean, she's still useful. Alright, if you have her at plus 15, she's still going to be a solid taunter, a solid tank, or whatever you want to call her, because not much defenders can do what she do, right? But it's just that she has very unique counters right now. What triggers me the most is every single veteran player out there has been asking the new players to pick freaking Glacia from the Jumpstart quest. Now that's what triggers me the most, and I'm going to talk about that right now. Now, the purpose of this whole entire video is more to guide new players, like completely new, someone who is like going to pick from the Jumpstart quest. And I do get asked this question a lot. Alright, should you pick Glacia or should you pick Kaoli? Now this has been a discussion for years, for months, for decades, and I'm going to answer it right now. Okay, so the first point that I want to make, we're going to try to make this as short as possible so that the newer players can understand, alright, the differences between Glacia versus Kaoli. Alright, obviously, you know, both of them have their pros and cons when they are maxed out, ideally. But when you are new, that maxing out, that's the toughest part. So a lot of veteran players, they will tell you to go pick Glacia because she is strong at plus 15. But most of them miss out on the point that she really needs plus 15, and plus 15 is not easy to achieve for newer players. Alright, so I see these mistakes has happened time and time again, where Glacia is being recommended to pick from the Jumpstart quest, you know, because she's better in PvP. Like, I get it, right? I get it. Like, the whole entire point is you try to catch up in the meta as far as you can so that you can actually have the heads up. The problem right here is, the big problem is, when you obtain units from the Jumpstart quest, you will only get a plus 9. You're not getting a plus 15. You will get a plus freaking 9. So now, if you are new to the game, right? Most new players will have lots of diamonds at the beginning. I get it. Maybe you think, okay, new player, get Glacia +9 and get her to +15 ASAP. So that's what you might be thinking as a veteran player. That's what you will try to recommend players to do that. But the problem is not about the companions. Alright, for Glacia to be +15. Alright, we're talking about +15. You need 3 of her freaking soul gears. And soul gears is where the struggle comes in. You're gonna ask new players to pick something that is very RNG dependent. Getting soul gears is not something you can control, alright? You can mileage soul gear, but you're gonna need a lot of resources. I would rather, for new players, if anyone new watching this, I would rather you pick Rafitia, you go and buy her soul gear, and you work on her soul gear instead. Because for legend soul gears, you can go to the freaking soul gear shop, go to legendary, and look at this, 6 devil, kablam, you can buy their soul gears right here. But you can't do that for 5 stars. You have to go here, you have to pull like 1 billion times until you get lucky. And that's the part that frustrates me the most. Like players recommending the beginners to pick Glacia. Like, I don't think they understand the aspect of you obtaining soul gear. Like, you will not get what you want easily. There's no way. Now, for any new players watching this, to get Glacia to +15, you need soul gears, all soul gears to level 10, okay? You need 5 companions, alright, 5 companions. So in Glacia's case, her companion is Aisha, alright? So you need 5 of her companions. 1 can easily be obtained from the Fate system, so you can obtain it right here. I won't go too much into the detail, but you can obtain 1 from right here, alright? This is from the gifts system that they already have. You can obtain 1 right here. You have to pull 4 more companions. Now that is easily doable if you have some scrolls or diamonds. No problem for sure. But the soul gears, that's the hard part. That is the hard part. And if you can only get 5 companions for Glacia without the soul gear at level 10, you will only have a +14 Glacia. And +14 Glacia sucks! Now yes, Glacia is going to be strong for a while more. Even after the Octos come, I think there's still place for Glacia to be. A lot of players keep saying that, oh, Livia comes, Glacia will fall off and no one will use her anymore, which I don't think is true. I personally think that Glacia will still be relevant. Alright, in some cases, she will always be used. Alright, in PvP scenario, there can still be situations where players can counter that easily. And I don't think like the Livia to Glacia thing is actually a good counter at all. Because right now, if you watch a lot of the videos that I put out, we already have Yuri. Alright, Yuri is already a very good Glacia counter. In fact, Yuri is a better Glacia counter than Livia will be. Because Livia, no matter what, she still needs 1 turn to charge up. Alright, she needs 1 freaking turn to charge up. And after she charges up, she hits Glacia, Glacia dies. I feel like that's a win for the Glacia player, not a lose. Because you delayed the Livia significantly. The next time the Livia will be able to move is in round 4. Alright, round 1 charge up, round 2 move, round 3 charge up again, and round 4 move. By then, most likely you are already winning the battle if you can redirect the Livia's attack away. So I don't see like using Glacia versus Livia as a loss. I personally think that it's a win even if your Glacia died. If you can delay it, it's not Natus we're talking about, it's Livia. She still needs 2 turns. And one more point that I would like to make is regarding Kaoli herself. Alright, so when you invest in a unit, you ideally want to have a good taunter. Alright, I'm going to tell you why Kaoli is better for beginners. When you go to the Jumpstart quest, alright, when you go to the warrior section, everyone and their mom will either pick Dalvi or Christina. And Kaoli straight up counters Dalvi. Dalvi can never one-shot a Kaoli, alright, unless that Kaoli go for shield rune, which I have no idea why you would do that. Triple buff, quadruple buff, you can 5 buff her. She will never be able to one-shot a Kaoli, impossible. So if you are fighting off other opponents in your league, you are starting out, you start from the bronze, and then you go to silver, gold league, you're gonna see a lot of Dalvis, alright, whether you like it or not, you're gonna see a lot of Dalvis, because lots of players pick Dalvi from the Jumpstart quest. Kaoli just straight up counters that. Glacia counters Dalvi as well, but she needs +15. And +14 and below, Glacia gets absolutely destroyed. Alright, this +14, look at this. What does she has? Not 80% defense. Yeah, sure, 80% defense. And then you have what? 2 shield runes that will give you 100% defense. And then what? Dalvi will deal fixed damage and destroy you immediately. So That's why Glacia needs the plus 15 for this skill. Glacier status for protection. Do not receive any damage at all, becomes inoperable. Now Kaoli counters Christina as well. If Christina is not a plus 15, when she goes in and hit Kaoli, if she has a taunt up, that Christina is going to die. So for new players, Kaoli is definitely a solid option in Arena if you are meeting against other new players who pick either Dalby or Christina from the Jumpstart quest. And also for new players, Kaoli is very good because she's good in World Boss, she's good in Evil Castle, she is good in campaign. Some might argue that you can solo campaign with Hell, but if you do not pick Hell, you can use Kaoli, and some of the harder stages, Kaoli is going to work better because her high HP is going to be so useful. Now, some players might argue with me that, oh, Glacia is better because Kaoli don't need investment at all. So if you pick Kaoli from Jumpstart Quest, it's a huge waste. And with that, I'm going to say that that's not true at all, because in a lot of cases, Kaoli she doesn't really need much investment if you're looking at Kaoli from World Boss. But using her in Arena, for example, you definitely will need the investment. You need the taunt, alright, for her to be good. And that's at least plus 6. So I don't see any downside at all for picking a Kaoli plus 9 for a new player, that is. Because if you look at this, plus 6 will give her 4 turns of taunt. 4 turns, 4 freaking turns. Like what, if you move once, you taunt, and then after that your turn is over, enemy supporter buff, 4 turns is gone. Doesn't make sense. Like Kaoli at plus 6 just doesn't make sense in a lot of scenario. Alright? Kaoli plus 9 makes a lot of freaking sense. Make much more sense. Like 500 times more sense than Kaoli plus 6. 8 turns taunt, still a bit short compared to something like Grand, which has 12 turns, but 8 turns is better than 4 turns, a mile better. And incoming damage reduction. So that's going to help her a lot. So Kaoli is the way to go if you are new to the game. I still think that every single player out there who starts out the game today, Brave 9, Jumpstart Quest, you should pick Kaoli. Alright? So yeah, I hope that answers the question. I get asked this question all the time. Kaoli or Glacia for new players? Kaoli, all the way, all the freaking way. Again, I wouldn't recommend building a Glacia right now. In my eyes, she's already out of the meta right now. Like, Yuri already counters her so hard. We're gonna have Ventana coming later soon. And then we will have Theto later on. If you want to use Glacia right now, if you want her to be able to still be in the meta, you have to pair her with Floria. And not many players are going to do that, to be investing in something like that, like a Floria right now, because of the upcoming Octos. So it's kind of hard to make Glacia work really well. You will still see some players using her to counter Lyudmila from time to time. Alright, they place her at the back and stuff. But then again, in most cases, there's a lot of other units that can do that. Alright, there's Gloria, which doesn't need much investment. So if you're new, don't worry about that right now. Just pick Kaoli. It's gonna be a much safer investment in the long run. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know what you guys think. If you guys agree or disagree, leave your thoughts in the comments below. As always, if you're new here, subscribe to this channel, give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.